fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive there.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to...
He's looking deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
A third down try for the offense. Might be changing the route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're going back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going for the big play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Using his feet to buy time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Unloads quickly. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Kane. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got the first down and more. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
They believe they can run right here. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Complete. Turns it on at midfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads it left. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Across the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Canes headed quickly to the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You could tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To the ground with the back. He breaks the tackle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down in line. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Release to the back. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Offense changing the play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Just feeds the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Decision to go for it does not pan out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. The throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They just keep firing. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 17 over Cincinnati. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's got it. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't. And you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. To the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's White. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They're going to run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.